But yeah, then I've got a fair amount of orders to pull, but we have a gate leading to our backyard. However, I can't remember why. I think it involved a lawnmower, but the gate's been broken for a little while, and so it's finally getting fixed today. But then they dug just a little bit too deep and accidentally cut our internet wire. A Canadian demon. Yogurt time. So yeah, then today, well, this week, we hope to be able to finish with this and all of the stuff over there. Just finishing the last level of that game, and then I can get to work because then it'll be done, and I don't have to worry about it and stuff like that. But yeah, then we're shipping out a fair amount. In pound wise and stuff like that because we sold the rest of the bulk that we had for sale again, and then sold 2 pounds, 2 lots of the multi-pound things of the semi-sorted stuff. And so we sold one that was, I think, like 33 pounds, and one thing that was 18 pounds. I think the 33 pounds was of all different gray bricks and stuff like that, and the 18-pound one was, I think, slopes in all sorts of different colors. And so, yeah, there's that. And then there's like the 10, 15 pounds of that stuff. So, yeah, we're shipping out a lot of stuff for that because, yeah, we didn't ship stuff out last Friday with the whole weekend with Easter and everything and stuff like that, with everything being closed. So, yeah, should be able to get a whole bunch of that stuff packed up tonight, shipped out tomorrow. And then, yeah, we got a bit of mail in. And yeah, so got in here. We were initially planning to get 2 more copies of the Shire set, but then we went to get it. Then it was didn't work out last minute, so they only got one. But then as soon as we it was shipped, or like a little bit after, then the second one is available. But that'll be in the next one. We aren't in a rush to get it like right now or anything like that, because yeah, there's always just more to add to the backlog. So got in a bonus here. I told him that I wasn't really going to be doing too much with it. I appreciate the bonus, but I don't really sell used sets or so. I'm going to look through it though, see if there's anything specialty and stuff like that. But then most likely the rest will be sold in a lot as bulk by the pound and stuff like that. But we'll see what we can do with that. But there's a very nice bonus with all the stuff. Then yeah, so some sticker sheets here. There's some sets that there's like low quantities of, but I think they were like just real cheap and stuff like that. So when it's like only a few dollars, yeah, it's not going to be like a good way of parting out a whole bunch of sets, but you can still get some inventory listed like relatively fast. Like I think that this one here was actually free bonus set. I think it's like the one Iron Man mech there or something like that, minus the figure. And I think it only parts out for like $9 or something. But I think I didn't even pay for that one. It was free. And then, yeah, so just this one here is definitely an interesting one. Definitely older stuff. I think this is when he was back when it was trying to sell parts or something like that, because everything's like individually bagged like to a near crazy extent. So that's going to be an interesting one to part out there. So yeah, just all the stuff there. I think it was 2 copies of the set. I'm not sure though. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure everything's still there. Well, there's only one plate here, so maybe it was only one set. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'll have to take a look there. Then we got a couple of these here. Then we got 1 or 2 of these. Yeah, one of these. And that fell. And then we got a couple more of these without figs. And then we got the Shire set. Luckily, the stuff's packed well, so realistically, nothing could get damaged from anything like that. But it's usually best to just try to avoid dropping stuff there. But yeah, so then there is that stuff. And so yeah, we should be getting the other Shire sets and some other stuff. Sometime eventually. And yeah, so we are starting to get a whole bunch of sets to part out again. But we do hope to, at some point in somewhat nearish future, as in like several months or so, be able to start getting to a whole bunch of these again. But we're waiting on some other stuff to see if we can get that figured out, which should help a whole bunch with it. But we're still not sure how well that stuff's going to go yet or anything like that. But yeah, so some progress there. But yeah, then I will just quickly finish the last level and then get to work. And then yeah, we can hopefully get a whole bunch of stuff listed this week to make up for last week where we didn't get too much done. So now that the game's done, supper's done, and everything, then that means it is time to get back to the Lego. And yeah, so we've got the condensed container method here. And actually, before I forget, I am going to take the card out so I remember to pull orders tonight and stuff like that, and try not to knock the cups over. There's that. And then yeah, so we can get started on that. And so we'll check to see how many pounds of minifigures to go here. So let's turn on the scale, change this to pounds, and so 2.8 pounds including container weight of minifigures to go through. So yeah, we will get started on this and we will dump it out because that usually seems to work. It's a bit difficult with one hand though, so go a bit like that. Oh, the head went flying. Then put that container just somewhere over there. Grab that one that we don't need for now because we first set them aside. We'll get to them later. There is the head that fell. I think that's from the Oriental line. So there's that stuff there. And yeah, we are now starting to put some drawers here. And yeah, so the drawers that we're starting to put on these ones here, not that one there because that one's still based on that numbering, are based on the numbering continuing from over here. So, because yeah, when we initially had these drawers, they were marked as things like Ninjago, Minecraft, Prince of Persia, all that type of stuff, and weren't numbered like they are here. But then when we started changing all the back end and everything like that, and we moved all the drawers from there to here, then we have the numbering starting here. And so then that means that we've got the huge stuff that's all empty here, and that means that we're going to have to move all of this stuff to over there, all of this stuff to over here, and then all of that stuff to over here, and then number all of the new drawers. And yeah, so that means we're going to have to number 656 drawers approximately. And yeah, so that the labels should be here tomorrow, but we probably won't get around to it for a good while because yeah, always so much stuff to work on, can't do everything at once. But yeah, so we are just making sure that when we add stuff that is in the drawers for the lower numbers, that we do start lining them up on the side here so that that would be all correct and everything like that. And then at some point when there's some free time, then we can just start moving all the stuff over here. And then whenever we get around to labeling the drawers, then we can just use those at the end. It doesn't need to be all at the same time because yeah, the labeled drawers, once they're eventually labeled, can just be used and then put where they're needed. As I think that box, and potentially this box here and maybe another one are just the unlabeled drawers. So as long as we don't label them until we've moved everything, then we can just label them whenever we want, and then the new drawers can be used whenever needed immediately as soon as they're labeled. But yeah, then I will get back to work. So made a bit of progress on this. I'll still try to work on it a bit more tonight and stuff like that. Just for now, I'm putting all of the horses and their saddles and stuff. Just tried to separate this one, and can't do it with one hand. Let's just grab that there. And yeah, just putting those on the side for now because I like to check the clips on the horses' saddles and can't remember, barding, that's what I think it's called, and stuff like that. So I just leave those there for now. And then also the horses, just like to double check all that, and so I'm just putting it all on the side for now. Some parts like this here I am just leaving in the pile and stuff like that. But yeah, then I do want to try and record a bit more with the GoPro again. I've got a new idea for video format, so I am going to try that out, but I need to actually find the GoPro because I don't really know exactly where it is. I'm not sure if I put it back in the GoPro box or not. I'm not seeing it in there. I guess I never got that listed. So I'm assuming I've got it here somewhere. And so my next goal is to actually find the GoPro. I've still got some orders here. I don't think it has the date on it or any papers inside, but I think that was from like almost like 4 months ago at this point. In case you couldn't tell, I do tend to leave some things for a while before I actually finally get around to them. But I'm hoping that if I dig enough around on this table, I might actually find the GoPro. And this might be it here. Nope, that's just the head strap. Might be near that, I think. Oh, yep, there we go. Found the GoPro, and I think there is still a battery in here. See if we can open this up. There's that. Yep, battery is still in there. But I do have several replacement batteries right over here. So I don't think it's actually plugged in, but I just realized that's actually a a 4-port, USB plug thing. I was about to order another one because I need one for the second barcode scanner, but I can actually just put that there, I guess. But yeah, I can swap the battery and then potentially start recording. Yogurt time. But yeah, then I've got a fair amount of orders to pull, but we have a gate leading to our backyard. However, I can't remember why. I think it involved a lawnmower, but the gate's been broken for a little while, and so it's finally getting fixed today. But then they dug just a little bit too deep and accidentally cut our internet wire. So we currently have no internet, so that's not good. But they are currently going to Home Depot to buy a repair kit because it was just coaxial cable, and 50-50 chance that they might be able to fix it, might not. Coaxial cables, at least I think, don't really have too much power going through them. But yeah, they're the experts. They'll figure it out. They should potentially be able to repair it, so now we can get some internet back. But yeah, in the meantime, we have no internet, so I'm going to be trying to use a hotspot on my phone. And then I should be able to pull some of the orders still. But yeah, we probably won't be shipping stuff out until it's fixed, because yeah, if I have to open, because when I ship orders out, I open each order up on a tab because I always confirm, like I needed to get the shipping information, and then I always confirm the shipping label. I always confirm the first name and the last few digits of the postal code, or if it's a foreign address, I confirm every single line again and stuff like that. So I always use a whole bunch of tabs open, and so if I do that on cellular, then it's really gonna be using a lot of my data. So if they can't fix it today, then I'll do that. But yeah, otherwise they'll probably have to wait a little bit on shipping orders out. But yeah, then I will continue pulling orders once I get the hotspot set up. Because yeah, we pulled couple orders on Bricklink last night, and then we also did all of the bulk last night, because yeah, we sold, we got a 2-pound one, a 3-pound one, a 5 with 1 free bonus pound, and then these 3 boxes are going to one buyer. It was 18 pounds of modified plates and 33, I believe, pounds of gray slopes. So all of that stuff's all packed up yesterday, so we got a good start on all that. But yeah, I still need to pull a whole bunch of orders. I just had an order, I think it was last night, and it was like 50 lots, 1,000 items and stuff like that. So yeah, I need to get to work on pulling some of the orders then now. So that's not a good sign. I tried doing the hotspot connection on the iPad to pull the orders, and yeah, I think the iPad's just so old it can't actually connect. So just refreshed the page. This one here is still paused from earlier. But yeah, so we now have internet back. So that is a good sign. So yeah, it's already 6:30 though, and I still have to pull a few orders on Bricklink. I did, using my phone, pull a couple orders on BrickOwl, but yeah, it takes just a very long time, relatively speaking, to pull the orders on a phone compared to the iPad, because the iPad has a lot more screen space, which makes it significantly easier. So then going to get Bricklink up real quick, and so we can see what we have to work with. So the ones in purple I pulled last night, so we've got 6 items, 2 lots, 485 items, 10 lots, 46 items, 4 lots, 85 items, 28 lots, and then 1,191 items and 56 lots. So I'm going to get those pulled, and then after that, we have to ship everything out. Yeah, then I will get back to work, and hopefully we get this done relatively fast. So today we're shipping out $2,056.59, and as for a couple orders here, this one, a couple orders here, some stuff on eBay, this one here, and the bulk over there, but that is for 2 shipping days because, yeah, I thought weekend, stuff like that with Easter and everything, didn't ship stuff out on Friday, so we're shipping that stuff out today as well, but overall, still pretty solid shipping day. Yogurt time. So the internet wire got cut again, or pulled and broken or something. So we're out of internet for a little while again, but it's been fixed again. So internet is back up, so that's good. So yeah, then today, I think the stuff's over here. I think it's the top container. Yeah, I will get back to work on the minifigures here and see how much we can get done and hope that there's no more internet outages today. Yeah, so I will get to work. Yogurt time. So I finally finished with the other game that was distracting me, so now there's no more distractions, so that means I can just go all in on processing these minifigs. So it's now 8 p.m. and I've been working on the container for a little bit, and I just remembered that I forgot to dump it out, so we will dump out the container and then get to work on that. And yeah, so I've only got a few orders to pull tonight, so I probably don't have to pull them tonight. I can do it tomorrow before we ship them out. Because I think, yeah, that is Lego. Let's just double check the lot count. We're shipping out 2 orders in 73 lots. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long to pull that. The 71 lot one will take a little bit longer. Maybe about 15 to 20 minutes, give or take. But then we've got nothing on Brick Owl and eBay. I think it's just a couple of minifigures because we're all sold out of the bulk and stuff like that again. So yeah, lots of time to list, and probably can't get this done tonight, but we'll see how far we can get. So we didn't quite finish it all today, but we were able to get it down to just this small pile here, which compared to the original is very little. Let's actually just put this here for a moment and just put it into the box. Let's actually move the box over here. And so then, yeah, we are left with just that, which hopefully we can finish up tomorrow after orders are shipped out. But yeah, so far we are with this stuff here. I did take out some of the Mars missions, droid alien things as well, and I think I'll just be putting those with the droid parts as well just for now, because I think I used to sell those in a 4-pack or something as well. So yeah, then we currently have this stuff here. So yeah, lots of progress. Review container is less than half full, so that's good there. And yeah, overall pretty good amount of stuff here, and we aim, or not aim, but hope for majority of the parts that didn't end up in the garbage, because it's probably an equal amount in the garbage as these 2 containers from the lot as a whole. But of the ones that we're actually going to be listing, the majority of them are ones with only very minor wear slash having minor wear slash marks, or having minor damage slash wear slash marks, and smaller for the other 2 here, with the medium slash moderate being less than the minor slash medium and stuff. Yeah, so overall good progress there, but yeah, we'll be calling it a day then. It is now 11:02 p.m. Yogurt time. So today we're shipping out $387.40, and yeah, so that is just for these orders here. And yeah, that's always the fun of selling Lego and stuff like that, is it varies so much between each shipping day. Yeah, we are actually, since we sold a whole bunch of stuff, I think this one was 71 lots there, though not all of them were complete sellouts of the lots. It took a whole bunch of lots and stuff like that, which actually pushed us back below the 10,000 lot mark. But then yeah, hopefully after things are shipped out, we should easily be able to get through this stuff relatively fast, and then we can get to getting this stuff listed, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow we should be able to get if I had to guess, maybe 3 or 400 lots from this stuff listed again, because I think it's the stuff we're listing from. I want to say it was a 10-pound one, but it might have just been a 5-pound one that we processed. But yeah, still lots of stuff from that. And yeah, should be able to get a whole bunch of stuff uploaded from that in a day or two now that it's almost, like, once it's done being checked and everything like that. But yeah, I'll get the shipping orders out then real quick. So just finished now with the rest of the stuff, quality checking it. There's a couple minifigures to set aside that I need to get stuff ready for on eBay some point. So I'll put them on this table and hope I don't forget about them, even though I probably will forget about them. So yeah, we are left with these containers here. And then yeah, so today's Friday, so tomorrow's Saturday, meaning that I should have a decent amount of time to work on this, and so I should be able to at least get a fair amount of this stuff listed. I probably won't get the review container one listed here, or the horses and stuff like that there. I do usually put things like the horses, well, I say usually, but this is the first time, kind of on the side, same with things like the saddles and stuff like that, because I do have some semi-specified things for those, or they just don't really quite fit into the other categories, and stuff like that, of the standard minifigure parts. So yeah, then that stuff is there, and I'll look at that and just consider it as part of the review pile and do that at the same time. But yeah, the rest of it is looking good, and so then yeah, all of the containers, except for this one here, are just needing to be inputted into Brickstore, and then the preset comments applied depending on which container we are working on, and then checking to see what's already in the store inventory, and then setting prices, putting stuff in drawers, and that's all, because now it's all being completely quality checked except for that one. Well, I mean, that has been quality checked and then put in there because it needs to be re-quality checked again when it's time to list, because it's real specific things and stuff like that. But yeah, then calling it a day, but then tomorrow should be able to get through a whole bunch of that stuff real fast. Yogurt time. But yeah, then today is now Saturday, so yeah, we are going to be getting, hopefully, a whole bunch of the minifigure parts listed from that stuff there. And yeah, so, and the left switch is on again. Still not sure why that one's on. Because yeah, that used to power some of the lights with the cabinets that we used to have here before we tore them out. And all the wires are properly sealed off and everything like that. But yeah, every now and then it just, and seal off doesn't mean tape. It's like with the proper twist ties and stuff, like, not twist ties, the caps or something. But yeah, every now and then that switch is just on. And even though I make absolutely sure I only put the, use the right light switch. So yeah, not entirely sure on that. But yeah, so then today we should hopefully be able to get a whole bunch of that stuff listed. And then the one part for the other project I was referring to in a previous vlog might be here next week. So then potentially the next vlog won't be too long, depending on if that actually arrives, and then I can focus on it and stuff like that. But yeah, then I'll get to work on some of the stuff. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, today is Saturday. This vlog will be up Monday, and the next vlog the Monday after that.